Ladies and gentlemen, it is a big, scary world out there, and here we stand, folks, al pie del cañón, ready for anything. I'm Rob Grams, that's Ladybo, and you're listening to...
The ProBoh Show!
How are we doing out there, friends? It is good to see ya. It's good to see you, good to experience you. It's good to, have you see your names crawling up the screen. How are we doing, folks? If you're listening on the radio, it's currently Wednesday morning. And also, if you're listening on the radio, it's a day off. So, congratulations. It's a day off here in Spain tomorrow. So, good for you guys. Good for you. You're living the dream right now. I'm still in work mode right now. For those of you watching live, it is 8 p.m. Right here in Madrid. If you're one of our podcast listeners, welcome, you celestial gods and goddesses. It is, I don't know what time it is for you guys. All I know is you hover above us like angels, and you are exactly 8.9% more beautiful than your average human being. I don't know why that is. Well, that's the people who live in podcast land. For those of you glorious people who are watching live, how are you doing? Welcome. We've got Gandalf, Chuske, Nuryatam, Sasha, Lube, and my mum. And Mama Bo. Hi, son. Rachel's phone is bad. She's trying to say we are together. Okay. Chuske, the one and only ProBoh Show. Looks like it's starting, and it could... it's starting to be cold out there. Yeah, it is. Because he's saying that because I'm wearing my hoodie. Maybe I'm just trying to be cool.
And I'm wearing my pajamas.
Yeah, you're wearing your pajamas. True story.
It looks like it, but it's not.
No, those are your sweatpants.
Yeah.
I mean, if those were my sweatpants, they would be pajamas. Let's get that straight. There'd be pajamas. There'd be going out clothes. There'd be everything. You know what I mean? I would live in those things. So what we've got coming up in today's show, let me tell you, folks, it's going to be a good one. What we're going to do, we're going to go to in the second half, complete the news. We've got news from Texas Pete. If you don't know who Texas Pete is, you will in the second half. And we're gonna go to New Zealand and examine a new law. Also in the second half, it's grown-ups v babies. Adults v babies in 100 Humans today. And in this very first half, we've got a good unpopular opinion for you today. Not too controversial today. It seems like most of the people agree. Although I'll be honest, I didn't look at Instagram. Do you know how it went on Instagram?
I look. I'm
pretty sure that nearly 100% of everyone out there agrees.
Really?
Yeah. On Twitter, only 75% agreed. But that's Twitter.
93
agreed.
Almost. Yeah.
Oh my God. So why is it an unpopular opinion? Because it's not currently fact. It's unpopular in societal terms. Chusky says, nice pajamas. And 100 aliens. I think you'll agree. I think you will be on... I think you will agree with the 100 Humans today, Chusky. But before all that, before we get into today's unpopular opinion, we've got this. How are you doing, friends? What's been going on in the world? Well, you've probably heard that Russia was shelling the Ukraine. It's a sad story. It's a sad story. We're not going to go into that because there is other Russian news. It's a weird, a bit of weird territory here, Ladybo, because I'm just going to come out and say it. Russia added Facebook, or Meta, as they're now called, to a list of extremist or terrorist organizations. So this is a country that's currently bombing a load of people. And I find myself in the awkward position of having to say, yeah, good for you. It is it is not a nice platform, Meta. Nor are they nice people. Interesting. I didn't read the full article, but, they hate them for the same reasons everyone else hates them. I'm sure they're less because, their grandmothers use it. And more because they heavily edit what people get to see. Hi, Mama Bo, says JC. You should be proud of your ProBoh son. And my mum says, "Is that my son?" No, she said, I am very much so. Oh, feeling the love. So yeah, Russia added Facebook to a list of terrorist organizations. Fuerte, no?
Pues sí.
Also, some good news. You know, I like my environmental news. You're like, ooh, it's party time, my environmental news. Fact, Greece, or Greek renewable energy, covered their power demand for the first time on record. Which means the energy they were producing through renewable means actually covered the demand for the first time ever, for the first time on record.
Good news.
Yeah, really good news. I mean, it wasn't for a very long time. It was for 5 hours last Friday. But if you want more detail on that, 3,106 megawatts, and it was is what was produced and consumed. And it was around 8 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time, 8 a.m. in the UK, which I think is like, I don't know what that is here. I think that would be 9 a.m. here. So there you go. Good for Greece.
1 hour less.
Yeah, if it's 8 for them, it's 9 for us. Is that right? I don't know, man. I can't do temporal maths. I can't do it. I don't know. My brain doesn't work that way. So yeah, amazing news, right? I think this happened in Germany as well, earlier on in the year. Dude, we're heading towards a future where we're not going to have to burn dinosaurs anymore. That's essentially what we're doing when we burn oil. Coal is something different. Coal is burning old trees. You know, but we're getting to the point where we're starting to be able to rely a little bit more heavily on renewable energy. Now, it's true, Greece, it's not going to be too cold there. Not everybody has their heaters on, especially not at 8 a.m. in the morning. But still, I mean, it's a start of something big and something good for society and, well, for civilization, right? And what else? Other important news. Who was your favourite punk band in the 90s? Well, pop punk band. There were a few. Sum 41, Blink 182. Did you like Blink 182?
I liked Escape.
I don't know. Is that a Spanish
band?
Oh, I'm very sorry for you there. Did you hear any British music back then? Or American music?
Yes.
And you still say Escape? That's
one of my favorites.
It's impressive. That's some impressive brainwashing. Look, I don't hate Spanish music. It's not my fault. It's not very good. I know what you're saying right now. You're furious listening to me.
Racist.
I'm not being racist because I love Spanish cinema. You know what I mean? I do. It's true.
Well, I know.
I do love Spanish cinema. Just don't like Spanish music. Sue me. I freaked out when I learned that petrol is organic animals and plants rotten. Yeah. True story. Petrol is basically dinosaurs. More than just petrol, Chuske, what blows my mind is everything your credit card is made out of dinosaurs. Everything you know that is plastic, it's made out of dinosaurs. Basically, half of the studio that I'm working in right now is dinosaur flesh. How you doing, Bridge? Welcome. I seem to be in a time warp. You are. It's 8 a.m. No, it's 8:30 a.m. On the radio right now. It's 8 p.m. for those of us here watching live. And for our glorious podcast listeners, hovering above us like angels, we can only guess at what time it might be. Those beautiful angelic beings. We don't know. So Scape.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Whatever, Scape. I've just pissed off half of Spain now by saying that Spanish music sucks. It's not my fault it sucks. It's your fault. No, I don't hate Spanish music. Like, I love it. No, I don't hate Spanish. There is a song. There is a band called God, what they're called? First time they've ever been mentioned on Vaughan Radio, I guarantee. A band called Habeas Corpus.
Habeas Corpus.
And they've got a song called A Sangre y Fuego, and it's awesome. I remember kind of moving my shoulders to a band in the distance at the last festival. You know, I don't know whether that counts as liking or not. The angelic beings are eternal, says the bridge. True story. Downloading the podcast increase your lifespan by 1 minute per podcast. That's what I've been told. I can neither verify or deny that fact. I agree, it sucks, and only 2 or 3 are good enough. Says Chusky. You're going to get me into trouble. Me and you, Chusky, we share a brain. We share a brain. Rafelka, it's said that even the water you drink was drank for some dinosaur before. Probably, Rafelka, probably. JC says, sometimes you are a little Probosaurus as well. I am a Probosaurus.
Nivelazo.
I knew that was coming. I am a Probosaurus.
I was going to give him a ProBoh.
Well, the reason I was talking about 90s, kind of like that 90s... Well, they weren't actually a 90s band. They were a 2000 band. Do you know Blink 182?
Yes.
How did you say that in Spanish?
Blink 182.
Oh. Yeah. It's like...
Like REM.
Oh. It's REM.
Yes, I know.
It's REM. Not REM. You even roll the R, don't you? REM.
REM.
Oh. Anyway. Yeah, Nori is laughing. I'm sorry. Anyway, so Blink 185. No, Dos. My bad. Rem 182 are getting back together. Not Rem. Blink 182. They're getting back together. It's official. I saw it just today on Twitter. Did you like Blink 182, Ladybug?
Yes.
Well, there you go. Well, good news for everybody then, that they're getting back together. All right. You know what we should do, friends? We should go to today's unpopular opinion.
Unpopular opinion.
So, what is an unpopular opinion? Let me tell you guys. I have thoughts and feelings, not just about music. I have thoughts and feelings about a whole host of things. And I post those thoughts and feelings on my social media. That's on Twitter, @ProBoh, or on Instagram, @Professional Bohemian. That's Bohemio Profesional, pero en inglés. And today I posted, sadly, without my computer screen right now. Today I posted that tipping, dar propinas, right, you say in Spanish?
Yes.
Oh, I'm surprised I got, there we go.
Qué nivelazo.
There we go. Tipping shouldn't exist. There should be no such thing as tipping. Tipping is a social contract that has no reason to exist. Okay, and as we said before, 90% of people agreed with me on Instagram and 70-something% agreed on Twitter. So why is it an unpopular opinion? Because society deems it so. Why does tipping exist? I would love to hear your opinions about this in the chat, guys. Because it's not a good practice. If it was drunk by dinosaur, I dread to think of the process it underwent to get here, says the bridge. It was clean. I mean, like, every bit of water that we drink was probably drunk by a dinosaur at some point. And then it was wee-weed out. But then it evaporated, and all the horrible minerals stayed in the ground, and it rained down, and now it's got forever chemicals in it, and it's poisonous to drink. Did you guys know that? That rainwater is no longer consumable by humans? What have we done to the planet, guys? So tipping should not exist. In order to prepare my argument today, I actually pulled up a list from a website. I cannot tell you because my screen decided to break. And we're going to go through the list, and I'm going to basically tell you why it's wrong. Okay, so it was basically a list of why tipping is necessary for society and in general. Nuritam, why are some jobs that are tipped mandatory in the USA? People don't tip you for your excellent work. Well, here's the thing. All right, let's break this down. Stop tipping and pay waitresses what they deserve. Exactly. Chusky, exactly. So,
ProBoh approved.
So tipping is supposed to be so we can show gratitude for excellent service, right? But now it's become this weird thing, especially in the US, where waiting staff or the service industry don't get paid enough, and the minimum wage isn't enough to really live. So tipping has become seen as mandatory so people can have enough money to live. And I think it's a predatory way to run an economy, personally. So let's see what this list says. 15 reasons tipping is necessary. Number 1, it shows gratitude for good service. Let me tell you something. Gratitude for good service is being a returning customer, not tipping. Okay, both for the restaurant and for the wait staff. I'm going to read exactly what Chusky wrote before. Stop tipping and pay your wait staff what they deserve. Okay, point number 2. Tipping is a major part of income for restaurant and bar employees. Why? It shouldn't be. You should be paying them a minimum wage. You know what I mean? Maybe if you were paying, like, it's this weird thing, like they try and make the excuse that without tips, without that incentive, they're not gonna do their job properly. That's it. I've heard that excuse said while I was doing research for this. No, it incentivizes them to work better. That is BS. Because what incentivizes you to work better is not losing your job. So pay them a decent wage. Okay, point number 3. Your tipping level can affect the level of service you receive. Here's a thing that grinds my gears, friends. Here's something that really makes me angry. Is like on apps now. For example, I'm not going to name and shame Papa John, right? But on the Papa John app, they actually put a 10% tip as stand. No, it's not Papa John. Maybe it's Uber.
I think so.
Yeah, sorry, Papa John. I love you. I do. Like he was my real papa.
You were it.
Uber adds a 10% tip as standard before any kind of trip has been made. I would be curious to know how much the actual drivers get out of that 10% tip for a start. But that is predatory. Like, you've actually got to click nothing, or I just don't think that just does not sit right with me. And it's true. Riders over here, what they call them over here, delivery people, earn a pittance. They do not earn enough to live. I know this because we've got a mutual friend, Ladybo and I, who does it or did it for a living. And it's not enough to live, especially not in a city like Madrid. And I would argue it's probably not enough to live anywhere. So the fact that it can affect your level of service, to me, just screams like that's an excuse. That's like some predatory kind of bar owner kind of saying, well, you better tip, otherwise you're not going to get good service. No, good service should come as standard, my friend. Good service should come as standard. Okay, let's see what the chat is saying. Tipping is different things in different places, says the bridge. It may incentivize waiters to be more polite. No. What incentivizes waiters to be more polite is not losing their job. And what bars and restaurants should be doing is paying their wait staff more money. That's what I say. That's what I say, friends. And there's no excuse. There's no excuse for treating it like you're doing something that is going to increase the level of your service, because in all likelihood it's not. I mean, incentivized for good service, fine. If you get exceptional service, then I don't mind. I'm a tipper. I leave tips, and it's not that common over here. But I refuse to believe that I should be kind of doing what the bar, the restaurant should be doing in helping my waiter pay for his family. Your tips should be used after your shift to go for a drink, not to pay for your food or to pay for your bills. That's what your wage is for. I hope I'm making myself clear here, friends. Nuryatam, then you tip because you're afraid of receiving bad service. Exactly. It's dumb. If you work with customers, your good service should always be the same. Exactly. And not because you're going to get a tip or not, just because you're a professional. Let's continue. We're on point number 5, right? Yeah, we are. Oh no, point number 4. Tipping shows appreciation for the hard work of the servers. There I can agree. Because on the occasions when I do tip, it's because I've had excellent service. But it should not be... The wait staff should not be so desperate for my tip that's why they're performing well. I just think it's a terrible incentive. That's like taking the onus off of the business and putting it onto the client. Now, what would be a better solution for me is just pay them... I don't mind paying an extra 20, 30 cents for my coffee. I don't mind that at all. But the problem is when you put the onus from the company into the hands of the client. We're in, for example, we're headfirst into a recession now. And inflation has gone crazy. The cost of living has gone crazy. So what happens? Wait staff earn less tips because people have less disposable income. And because they don't have a standardized wage or a standardized living wage that is enough to actually live, then they earn less money for doing the same amount of work and kissing the exact same amount of ass. And that, friends, is not fair. It's not fair. Let's continue. Tipping makes your server's job less stressful. That is some BS. I'll tell you what makes the server's job stressful. It's not earning enough money. That's a real stressor. Not if I'm leaving a 15% tip. Okay, tipping is a respectful custom and should be treated as such. You know what's respectful? It's treating the wait staff with respect. How are you doing? You know, thank you so much when they bring you a plate. You know, just being respectful. That's respectful. You know, tipping is a reward, not a sign of respect. A handshake is a sign of respect. Okay, point number 7 here. Tipping allows workers to earn a living wage. This is to be fair, I got this from an American site. I wish I could find it right now, guys, but my screen broke. Tipping allows workers to earn a living wage. Look, if you are an owner of a bar or restaurant, and you're not paying your waiting staff a living wage, then you are part of the problem with society in general. You know, that's greed. And if you say, well, no, then we'll have to charge more for our drinks. So charge more for your drinks. Charge more for your drinks. You know, take the onus away from the client. Chusky says, my tips are oral. Oh, Chusky. Oh, my God. And they'll let you do that? No, I'm joking. No, it means his tips are oral, like spoken. When I get very good kind of service, I say, thank you very much for the great service. And please congratulate the chef for the great cooking, for the great meal. Exactly.
That gets the ProBoh stamp of approval.
Exactly. Now that, going back to point, whatever point it was, the respect one. That's how you show respect to a server. Not leaving them a tip. Okay, let's continue. Tipping creates a better work environment. I remember what it was like. I used to work in a couple of Italian restaurants. It's a benefit of looking Italian. I worked in a couple of Italian restaurants, and let me tell you something. Even though I didn't need the money to make a living wage, my mum can verify this. I worked at a pizza place, and then I worked at a chain called Bella Pasta. Let me tell you something. I didn't even need the money to live. And it didn't create a better work environment. What it did create was competition between the wait staff. I can only imagine what it would be like if you've got 5 wait staff who all need the tips to actually make it to the end of the month. What kind of a work environment they're creating. You know, tipping doesn't create a better work environment. Paying an actual living wage creates a better work environment. Let's be straight on that. Point 9, tipping helps reduce the cost of your meal. This is mind-blowing to me. It does not help reduce the cost of your meal because you as the consumer are paying the exact same. Put the price of the meal up. Because at the end of the day, if you're tipping, you're paying the same price, right? It blows my mind. I'm getting angry now reading this. Tipping helps reduce the cost of your meal. That's point number 9. Point number 10. Servers cannot get fired by tipping. I don't even understand that point. I don't even understand it. Servers cannot get fired by tipping. I don't get it. Point number 11. Tipping helps promote good service. Again, they're just rehashing the old points. It doesn't. Being a professional, that promotes good service. Keeping your employees happy, that promotes good service. Keeping a good vibe among the staff. You know what a good way to do that is? Pay them all a decent wage. Tipping encourages employees to provide better service. See, this is point number 12. They're just rehashing. Tipping reminds us to be more considerate to those who serve us. Now, how's about what Chusky said? How's about you just treat them with respect from the get-go, independent of money? Rafelka, Chusky, I see your comments, but we're going to have to come to those after the break, guys. That was a fun first half. Friends, I'm going to post a poll in the chat. I would appreciate it if you'd go ahead and vote on that poll, and we'll see. Tipping shouldn't exist, true or false? Guys, a lot of things you could be doing today. Instead of doing those things, you are here with me, and it means the absolute world. See you soon. Hey guys, if you'd like to support the show, you can do so on Patreon. That's patreon.com/professional bohemian. There you'll find VODs of the episodes as they are recorded live, blogs, vlogs, and behind-the-scenes content. If you'd like to watch the show live, you can do so on twitch.tv/professional bohemian, and you can participate in the polls we use in the show on Instagram @professional bohemian or Twitter @ProBoh, ProBoh. Okay, on with the show.
The ProBoh Show!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. You're watching, or you are watching if you're here live at 8 o'clock on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/professional bohemian. Or if you're listening on the radio, it's currently 9 a.m. in the morning. Good morning, people. And for those of you angelic podcast listeners, God knows what time it is, the heavenly place where you are. I have no idea. But you guys rock. You guys rock the block. Guys, if you want to download the podcast, super easy. You can get it anywhere you consume podcasts. Just search the ProBoh Show on your favorite internet browser, and there I am. All right, so right before the break, what did we talk about? We spoke about Russia adding Facebook to a list of terrorist organizations. We talked about Greek renewable energy for the first time ever meeting demand. And Blink 182 getting back together. And then we went into an unpopular opinion. Today's unpopular opinion was that tipping should not exist. A lot of thoughts, mainly people agreeing with me, which is a nice change. But it's a predatory practice. This is businesses putting the financial welfare of their workers in the hands of the consumers. That's saying like you know what I mean? I don't care how much you earn, as long as I'm earning money, and that's not a way to run a business. I did miss some good comments. I think I read Nuria's when you then you tip because you are afraid of getting bad service. Exactly. That's no way to run a business. And if you work with customers, good service should always be the same. Exactly. Chusky says, no, we read that one. Rafelka, your salary shouldn't depend on the kind of people you are serving and their mood on that day. Well, that's it. It is actually a lot more common in America. I mean, here in Spain, I honestly don't know, but I imagine most people in the service industry earn the same. But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. In the States, are you tipping bus drivers? Are you tipping the garbage men? Are you tipping, this is a practice that is accepted in the service industry. Like, if you're going to be a waiter, you're not going to earn enough money. That's it. Why should people accept that? Why is that something that we should all accept? Let's see. Chusky says, hey, I'm a half Italian. My grandpa was from Sicilia. And my nonna was from Salerno, near Naples. Mm-hmm. Chusky, see? I knew we Chusky and I share a brain. It's a true story. Good salary promotes good service. I could not agree more, Rafelka. Chusky, I've asked for the hoja de reclamaciones a few times because of bad food and terrible service. Exactly. That's the way to voice disapproval. Is God, I don't even know how you say hoja de reclamaciones in English. one of those complaint forms, you know, where you can complain about something that's gone wrong. That's how you voice, that's how you should voice poor service or poor food. I mean, what if the server is brilliant and he delivers bad food? That's going to affect his tip, which is essentially his income. But the problem there has come from, you know, what if the place is cold? That's not an issue of the service. That's an issue of the actual restaurant. You know what I mean? There's so much wrong with the way tips are treated in some parts of the world. Rafael also says, if I don't know if I'll be able to make ends meet that month, probably that will be reflected in your service. Dude, exactly. I'll be honest, like, I have had some of the worst service in my life here in Madrid. Some of the worst service. But let me tell you something. It's always honest. It's always honest. And I would prefer that. I mean, thinking maybe it's because I'm European. I much prefer the Spanish way of doing things. Like, well, I mean, not every Spanish place, I'm going to be honest with you. But, like, I can think of at least two. One that's right by the office. And I say, look, un café con leche, por favor. And the guy looks at me like, really? While I was reading my newspaper, you want a café con leche? How rude are you? But I honestly much prefer that. It's real. You know what I mean? It's real. I don't know. Rather than someone, hi, how are you doing? Can I get you something? Are you ready? Would you like more? Like, apparently the service in some parts, in some places in the States, is borderline like molesta. It's like borderline annoying because they're constantly coming, asking if you're okay. Do you want something else? Can I get you anything? You know what I mean? Yeah, can you give me a hug? Of course I'll give you a hug. You know what I mean? What the hell? You know what I mean? The poor people are obviously, you know, kind of treating you in a way just for the tip. Howdy, all those in ProBoh land. I have an ad on Twitch. All right, I get you, Emily. How are you doing, Emily? Welcome. The best way to tip a restaurant is coming back so many times after that day. Exactly. I could not agree more. Can we get a ProBoh approved for Nuria?
ProBoh approved.
Exactly. Okay, you know what? At the beginning of the show, I promised you 2 delicious news bit and 100 humans. Let's go to 100 humans right now. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a long walk to work today across snow-capped mountains and through river valleys, and on that walk I encountered 100 humans, and I asked them all a question. Today I asked them to name something grown-ups, adults have to do that babies don't have to do. Alright, so name something that grown-ups have to do that babies don't. I asked 100 humans that question. They gave me their answers, and I am in possession of the top 7 guys in chat. Your job is to identify those top 7 answers. Nuria Tam's first. She says, working. Is working there? Yes, it is. And let me tell you something, Nuria Tam. 60 of the 100 humans said working, making it today's number 1 answer. Well done, Nuria. Well done. Dude, it's Nuria's game. It's Nuria's game today. What else do we have? Changing diapers, says Emily. Changing diapers. Is it there? No, it's not. No, it's not. Although it is a fact, babies do not change their own diapers. Although if I have children, I'm just going to put a litter box. You know what you do with cats? Yeah, you laugh, but I think it would work. Maybe not right at the beginning when they're in the potato stage. But when they're crawling around, you can make that work. Don't tell me you can't make that. You can make that work. Come on. All right, next one. Blow their own noses. Blow their own noses. ¿Cómo se dice esto en español?
Sonarte la nariz.
Sonarte la nariz. Okay. Blow their own noses. It's not there. It's not there. Good answer, but not there. Pay taxes, says Ladybo. Pay taxes. Is paying taxes there? Something grown-ups have to do that babies don't. It's there. Well done. Wow, you guys have got the first most popular answer, and now the second. 13 of 100 humans said paying taxes. Well done. All right. Studying. Studying, says Nuryatam. Studying. Is studying there? No, it's not. Sad, but it's not there. Dude, maybe if they studied more, they'd be at a talk earlier. That's all I'm saying. Study. Make your baby study. Just saying. You know what I mean? Have them reading. Tolstoy, whatever. I don't know what babies read. All right. Studying is not there. All right. Emily agreed with you, Ladyball. Be responsible, says Chusky. It's be responsible in the top 7 answers. Grown-ups have to do it, but babies don't. It's not there. It's not there. It was a good one, but it's not there. All right, let's see. Be polite, says Gandalf. To be polite. Something grown-ups have to do, but babies don't. It's not there. What? Great answer. Great answer. Although I've never seen a rude baby. How would a baby even be rude? Well, I suppose you could pee. I think that's your main form of communication as a baby, right? Peeing on people. Pooing. Smelling bad. I don't know what babies do. I'm going to be honest. I don't know what babies do. All right, let's continue. Drive a car, says Emily. To drive a car. Things that adults do that babies don't have to. It's a great answer, but it's not there. Wow, you guys have only gotten 2 so far, but you've got plenty of ideas, so this is good. Emily says feeding themselves. Feeding themselves. It's there. Well done. You guys are going in order today. It's the 3rd most popular answer with 10 of 100 humans saying grown-ups have to feed themselves, but babies do not. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Let's continue. Be polite, drive a car, feed themselves. All right, here we go. Cleaning their butts, says Chusky. Grown-ups have to do it. Babies don't. Cleaning their butts. Is it there? Yes, it is. Well done, Chusky. It's the 7th most popular answer. Wiping themselves. Yeah, well done. 3 of 100 humans says wiping themselves. That was a good one. Okay, let's continue. Kitty litter is the same as a toilet, says Emily. Exactly. So babies can you could totally make that work. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, a little bit of creativity. You know? Elon Musk, I'm here if you need me. All right. Let's see. Cleaning, says Rafelka. Cleaning. Something adults do that babies don't. Cleaning. Rafelka, it's there. Well done. It's there. It's the 5th most popular answer. Okay, you're just missing 4 and 6. Ooh, let me read what people have gotten down. Of course, you know the things my kid doesn't know how to do and wipes boogers everywhere while he's sick right now. Está echando mojos por todos los sitios. Mocos. Oh, man. I thought I was going to get an evil laugh on there. Go grocery shopping. To go grocery shopping. It's not there. Gandalf says taking care of themselves, which is factually accurate, but it's not there. It's not there. Chusky says lie. Adults have to lie, babies don't, but it's not there. Walking and sport, neither of those ones are there. All right. Let me break out a few clues. Okay, paying taxes, you guys identified. The 2nd most popular answer. There's something else you have to pay as an adult. Ooh, what is it? It is the 4th most popular answer with 5 of 100 humans. Emily was there and Ladyball. Paying bills. Well done. It's the 4th most popular answer. Paying bills. Something adults do that babies don't. Final one. Babies don't clean these because they don't have them. Ooh. You know, you can see them when you smile. Just saying.
Ah. 'Cause
Okay, no, it's not a bedroom. I think that's a spelling mistake. Emily's put teat. Teat, which is a nipple. You know? Cleaning their teats. Okay, Emily and Lady Bo both get it. It's teeth, cleaning their teeth. They don't have to brush their teeth. Cepillar los dientes. Right?
¡Qué nivelazo!
Well done, Chusky, Emily, and Lady Bo. Let's break down the list. Let's do it. Okay, in position number 7 was wipe themselves. Babies don't have to wipe themselves, but adults do. You know? Let me tell you something. Get a bidet. I don't know. Okay, in position number 6. The sixth most popular answer was brushing teeth. Babies don't have to do it because they don't have any. Okay, in position number 5 was cleaning. Babies don't have to clean. Adults do. In position number 4 was paying bills. 5 of 100 humans said that one in position number 4. In position number 3, feed themselves. Babies don't have to feed themselves. Dude, how good is life for a baby? You know, they just poo. Someone comes, wipes it, takes it away, spoon feeds them. Just saying. You're not preparing it for life in the real world. You're not. You know what I mean? Make them go out and work. You know, as soon as they can move, they can work for Deliveroo. It'd take them a while to get there, but they could do it. All right, position number 3 was feed themselves. To feed themselves. Okay, in position number 2 was paying taxes. Just paying taxes. I'm just saying, if they were working, they could help out. I don't know. I'm not a parent. I'm just putting 1, 2, and 2 together. Coming up with 4. And finally, in first place 1 was working. Of course, working. 60 of 100 humans said that one. First place. Well done to Nuriatam. All right. That was a good one, guys. Congratulations. 2 clues. You didn't do too bad today. To be fair, paying bills and brushing teeth. Quite obscure, weird answers. So well done, well done. All right, let's go to complete the news.
Complete the news.
Okay, we're going to start off with Texas Pete. Who is Texas Pete, you might ask? Well, Texas Pete is a brand of hot sauce in the States. Okay, in America. A brand of hot sauce. Hot sauce, salsa picante. Okay.
¡Wow! ¡Qué nivelazo!
Thank you. Well, I'm getting nivelazos today. You've been very generous, Ladybug.
Yeah.
So, Texas Pete, you know what that is. Okay, so a man sues Texas Pete, the company, Texas Pete. A man sues, demanda a Texas Pete. All right, no nivelazo for that one. Inconsistency, but whatever. Man sues Texas Pete after learning the hot sauce is blank. A man sues Texas Pete, the hot sauce makers, after learning that the hot sauce is blank. All right, here we go. All you have to write is A, B, or C. If you know the actual answer, don't spoil it. That's all I ask. A, B, or C. So, man sues Texas Pete after learning the hot sauce is A, not made in Texas. B, is not owned by a man named Pete. Or C, because it's not hot enough. Man sues Texas Pete after learning the hot sauce is blank. Is it A, not made in Texas? The owner is not called Pete, B, or C, because it's not hot enough. Seeing all the answers come in. 4 for C. Okay, C seems to be in the lead. No one said B, because the owner's not called Pete. Everyone says C. We've got a bunch of A's there, which were not made in Texas. But C comes out on top because it's not hot enough. Let's get a drum roll. A man sues Texas Pete after learning the hot sauce is not made in Texas. Ooh, friends. Okay, here we go. Let's break down this news. True story. Very litigious, right? Why would you sue for that? Let me tell you. False advertising. The sauce is actually made in North Carolina, home of Gandalf. And Cheese Chat, if you're a fan of the lunchtime show. So it's actually made in North Carolina, a barbecue restaurant there since 1929. Okay, let's look at the news. It turns out Pete isn't as Texan as some might believe. A Los Angeles man. Sorry for those of you who are listening for the Florida man news. A Los Angeles man has filed a class action lawsuit. Ha hecho una demanda contra esta empresa. He sued the company, accusing the company of false advertising after learning that its Texas Pete hot sauce is made in North Carolina and not Texas. I don't understand how he can possibly win that. Because how can his enjoyment of the sauce possibly have been affected by the fact that it's not made in Texas?
No, I don't understand.
The only way I could see that working is if he's a Texan man and he was feeling all this pride, all this Lone Star State pride in the sauce, and then he could sue for damages. You know what I mean?
Either way, it's false advertisement.
It's true it is false advertisement. But I don't believe the sauce says it's made in Texas. The sauce is called Texas Pete. So is it really false advertisement? I'm going to follow this story and I'll let you know. Because I find these kind of litigious, weird lawsuits incredibly fascinating. All right, let's go to the next piece of news. All right, we're going to New Zealand, or as some of you might know it, Middle Earth. So we're going to New Zealand, and New Zealand are proposing a new tax. Okay, they're proposing a new tax on something para reducir emisiones. All right, to reduce emissions. New Zealand proposes taxing blank to reduce emissions. Okay, New Zealand proposes taxing blank to reduce emissions. But what are they proposing? This is I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This is some cow news. We don't often do cow news, but today's cow news. It's a shame Sasha's not here. She would like this one. Okay, New Zealand proposes taxing blank to reduce emissions. Is it A, cow farts, cow pedos, pedos de vaca?
Yeah.
Oh.
Nivelazo.
Are they A, proposing taxing cow farts? Is it B, a tax on cow poo? A tax on cow poo? Or is it C, a tax on cow burps? Eruptos. All right. A, B, or C. New Zealand proposes taxing blank to reduce emissions. Is it A, cow farts, B, cow poo, or C, cow burps? Ooh. All right. We've got 3 A's and 3 B's. It's a tie. No, 4 B's. B's in the lead. B is in the lead, which was cow poo. A cow poo tax. How would that even work?
Yeah.
How would any of it work? That's what I want to know. Are they going to have inspectors going around to farms counting poos? You know? Or in the case of farts, like just sniffing cow butts? You know, they just check a box every time one comes out. There's another one. I don't get it. I don't get it. No one says C. Not one of you said cow burps. Cows burp too, if they drink fizzy Coca-Cola. All right, let's fertilizer, says Emily. Okay, let's get a little drum roll, Ladyball. This piece of news coming from the BBC, purveyors of fine news. New Zealand proposes taxing cow burps, erupciones, to reduce emissions. I have no idea how they will ever propose to manage that. What do? They count the number of cows and then have like some kind of mean kind of or average number of burps a cow will have in its lifetime and then tax that. I have no idea. Let's read the news and find out. Okay, this is, as I said, is from BBC News. You find that bbc.com/news. New Zealand has proposed taxing the greenhouse gases that farm animals produce from burping and urinating in a bid to tackle climate change. Para ir en contra del cambio climático. Wow, that was a nivelazo. I'm going to give myself a nivelazo, Rob. Well done, thank you.
¡Wow! ¡Qué nivelazo!
Okay, the world's first scheme will see farmers paying for agricultural emissions in some form by 2025. Dude, isn't life hard enough for farmers? I'm just going to throw that out there. Isn't life hard enough for farmers? You know, I can see why they're doing this. Not only will it kind of control emissions, it will probably control the amount of cows there are, reducing meat consumption, making meat more expensive. I get it. I just think it's ludicrous. The country's farming industry, New Zealand's farming industry, makes up about half of its emissions. Okay? So that's probably why they're trying to get it under control. Just for a little bit of... it's like there's not a ton of people there spraying air freshener into the sky. I mean, farm animals make up half of the emissions that there are in New Zealand. Let's see what people are saying. Cow has like 6 stomachs. Yeah, imagine those burps. And Nuria Tam says, I heard that cow farts contaminate more than cars. But they are delicious. Let's not take that away from them. And Jareom, they'll end up taxing everything. Could be, Jarion. Could be. And good to see you here, buddy. All right, friends. That is about all we have time for today. Guys, I've had an amazing time. And let me tell you something, friends. There are so many things you could have been doing on this beautiful, beautiful day. And instead of doing those things, you took the time to spend some time with me and Ladybot. And let me tell you, friends, it means the absolute world. I will see you next time.